Welcome back, y'all. It's another episode of Driving with Jay. Today's episode is brought to you by Mycolax. That's the easy-to-digest laxative for all your needs, in case you have trouble pooping. Alright, how's everybody doing today? Now, you might say to yourself, Jay, this looks awfully familiar. And you'd be right, because this is the second episode I'm recording today. Because, I'm really excited to be back, and I'm doing a two-a-day. Just like those high school football players out in Texas, or wherever they take it very seriously. And they play football twice a day. Oh! Now, there's an FBI van blocking my path. Y'all see it? I know y'all see it. I'm gonna try not to hit it. Excuse me, sir. Just a jaybird coming through. Alright. So, just to give everybody a little more background, I ditched the phone. Episode 1 was filmed with a phone. I can't be doing that because Jay is not technologically savvy enough to back it up. Well, I can back it up. You'll have to excuse me. Is there? Okay. I'm sorry. Jay is not technologically savvy enough to use a phone for the show. So, I have done and found the old camcorder that I used to use back in my dolphin training days. The company that I worked for made me document my training. So I still have this little flip camera that I used to do. And that's funny that it's called a flip camera because my favorite dolphin, who I developed a relationship with, was named Flipper. So every time I filmed Flipper, I'd say, hey Flipper, I got the flip cam. And he'd be like, oh yeah, I see it, it's nice. So yeah, I got a little flip camera going. The video is probably even worse quality than the phone. So you're gonna have to deal with that, or get the hell out of my channel, because if you're coming here for HD video, I can't really help you. That's not what we're about here. So yeah, just getting back into the flow of things. It's been so long since I've stretched my vocal cords across a recording device, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, on this channel we're gonna keep things as family friendly as possible. This is a great place to come if you're trying to escape the regular news, and you don't want to hear about anything that's going on in the world. And you just kind of want to get an earful of a different perspective. And that's what I'm offering you here on Driving with Jay, is a different perspective on things. Now that I finally have a comment section, that's going to be bursting at the seams with subscribers just any minute, you can leave me a comment on what you'd like me to talk about. Just make sure it ain't nothing that has to do with anything that's in the news already, because I will not be discussing that. All right. But yeah, leave me a comment. Tell me what you want me to discuss. If you got questions, I got relationship advice. We can have, tumultuous Tuesdays where I tell you what to do with your problems, because I know y'all got problems. With your girls or your boys or your whoever's. Whoever you're seeing, Jay got the remedy. I will help you get that relationship on track. Now, you might see my hand and you might say, Jay, what the hell is going on with that skin tone? It's so pale, you look sick. And I'll say, listen here. The reason that I got this glove on is to hide my identity. Because I don't want you knowing anything about me. I could be purple. I could be green. This could be an animatronic hand. I like to keep things mysterious. That is, unless you go and watch the first episode, then you'll see my, skin color. But that's okay. If you're that crafty and you want to do that, that is just fine. So what we got going on today, huh? What's on the menu? I got some nice, that's the show, that's it. Now, I'm heading to work about, 2 hours early to escape the diarrhea-covered workmen that I was telling you about earlier. And I think I'm just going to slide up to the counter and tell Chef to make me a pizza. Now, let me tell you a little something about Jay. Jay cannot digest dairy. Jay cannot digest gluten. And Jay works somewhere where they serve both of those things in vast quantities. So, what's a Jay to do? Well, on my ticket, I make sure to say, hey, you better not put no dairy. You better not put no gluten. And if you do, I'm going to be tootin'. And I'm going to need a product called Mycolax, the digestive aid that helps digestion. Yes, that's Mycolax. You can reach them at 1-800-BEN-TOOTIN. Yes, thank you. That was my commercial break. Now, I just took a little nap, a little power nap, so my brain is still turning on. So, you're going to have to deal with it. I'm trying to think of a funny story I could tell you. It's just been my year has just been so jam-packed with fun activities that I can't even pick one. Let me just tell you a little something about that, okay? All right. What can I say that's family-friendly, appropriate, has nothing to do with the news, and will retain your attention? That is just such a good question, I'll tell you a little something. I'll tell you a little scrumptin'. So, the other day, I went to the gym, and you might not be able to tell by my voice or by my fingers, but I am very strong. I'm very strong, Jay. In fact, I was voted most likely to succeed in the weight room in high school. And, I've come to a red light, and there's someone right next to me. And y'all are going to come to know that Jay has serious stage fright. And my biggest fear at the moment is that this guy's looking at me and going, man, what the hell does he think he's doing talking to himself in a little microphone? And I'll say, you know what, sir? I have 1 subscriber, and my most recent video has 9 views. So, you can kiss it. But as I was saying, I was voted most likely to succeed in the high school weight room. And the other day I was hitting it at the gym, and it just wasn't feeling right. Something was feeling off. And when that happens, sometimes you get emotional and you say, man, screw this! And you leave the gym and you say, man, I'll do it next time. That was a terrible workout. I'm going to pitch it in the trash. But not only did I do that, ladies and gentlemen, I did a very bad thing afterwards. I rolled up at one of the worst establishments you could go to. And I'm talking about Taco Bell. Yes. I, Jay Bellums, went to Taco Bell. Now, growing up, when I was a young Jay, my mother Jay used to call it Taco Hell. You can see where my humor comes from, where I get my funny points from. Okay. For some reason, Mother Jay thought that Taco Time was fine, but you better stay away from Taco Bell. I don't know what the reasoning is, but I do thank her for that, because You know, if I had been eating Taco Bell my whole life, I probably would have, I don't know what. Yeah. But anyway, went to Taco Bell. My childhood guilt was screaming at me. I was in taco hell. You know, I ordered some stuff. It was terrible. It was disgusting. You know, whatever. But the real thing I'm remembering now is that next to me, I was in the parking lot like a really depressed person parked in the parking lot of Taco Bell eating Taco Bell. And this truck pulled up next to me. Now, who here has seen Men in Black? Write me down in the comments if you've seen Men in Black. Y'all know Edgar from Men in Black, you know? If you're a young viewer, you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You know, y'all children need to get educated and watch the classics. I ain't talking about, you know, Lil Pump or Da Baby or whatever y'all watch. Oh, running the red light. I'm talking about Men in Black. So this car pulled up next to me, and it looked like Edgar. And if you don't know Edgar, he's just the nastiest, crustiest, most disgustingest creature. And I was just looking at him, and I try to be a nice person, you know. I go to pancake breakfasts and donate to charities, and you know, I do all sorts of things. But you know, I just couldn't be a nice person. I was looking at him, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at him! Oh. He was a very disgusting person. And he was a Postmates driver. And I'm just watching him, and I'm just chewing on my Taco Bell, and I'm just going, oh my goodness. So this is what a Postmates driver looks like. And he was wearing a leather jacket that looked like it hadn't been washed in... Do you wash leather jackets? I don't know. But it hadn't been washed. And it took him a long time to get out of his car. It looked like he was thinking about a lot of things. Oh, my battery's about to run. Oh. This thing's running on 2 AA batteries, and it's about to die. You know what? If I lose this episode, I'm gonna be very mad. So I'm gonna end it here for now. Leave y'all in suspense about the Postmates, man. And I'm gonna do part 2. And if part 2 sucks, then it doesn't matter because I'm probably gonna lose it. All right, so bye for now.